what's up, what's going on, TikTok. I just wanted to come on here. Man, I'm nervous. I don't even know where to start. But one thing I want to say is that, well, the way you hear me now, I never sounded like this before. I used to sound like normal. Well, whatever normal is to someone I don't even know. But I got out 5 years ago. I was in a car accident due to drinking and driving, and it really affected my life a lot. But now I'm here to tell you guys a little bit about my story. But first things first, I want to let you guys know about some of the little spiritual warfare I had. Well, before that, I got in really close to God after my accident. Well, I always believed in God. It's just that recently I got in way closer to Him than I was before, but I feel like now it's even more difficult. But as I wanted to tell you about this whole spiritual warfare thing, well, I started watching prophetic words on YouTube. So I thought that was good for me. Well, it is good for you actually. What am I talking about? But let me see. Let me tell you about what I was going through. When I was watching it, before my accident, I used to jerk off a lot every time after I had a partner, just so I wouldn't finish so quickly. And all of a sudden, when I was watching those prophetic words or whatever, they would tell me to stop jerking off. And that moment I stopped. I just, well, that moment I was watching a prophetic word and it told me not to. And then out of nowhere, one of my old partners I had before and a long time ago, and she came back into my life, and then we ended up having whatever you want to call it, but the only thing is I don't want to end up getting blocked on here or getting my video deleted, so we just say we got situated. But after the situation, I ended up jerking off right after, and I got a prophetic word that told me not to, and that's where I mess up at. I get to that person or whatever. Well, before when I noticed, when I was with them, I noticed that they got on my phone and they got my iCloud password, PIN or whatever. And so they eventually, I don't know which way or what way, they got into it or whatever, but they were able to get a little voice in my head every time I heard those words, those prophetic words that tell me not to jerk off. I would end up jerking off. Like the last time, back to where I started. Well, I ended up getting situated with that person. And mind you, before that, the one of the prophetic words I watched told me not to jerk off, so I didn't. But, and that somehow, some way, by the grace of God, made me even bigger. But once I got situated with that girl, I went back to the old me, and I thought before my accident I used to think, so I won't finish fast, I have to jerk off before or after, so I won't finish fast. So that's what I did. Sadly, that's what happened, but she noticed it, and then she noticed I got smaller, and so she started doing some sort of witchcraft on me, and I got a word that witchcraft was working against me, and then I totally ignored it because I knew that person used to do witchcraft on me before, but I thought like, nah, it can't be. They're bigger than this and than that. No, why would they even do that to me? But little did I know they were wrong and they were doing it to me, so that happened like 2 more times that I was watching a prophetic word, and I would get this other little voice in my head that would tell me to do the opposite, to end up jerking off, and I would listen to myself, which I advise, don't listen to yourself. Pay attention to what God tells you to do. That's the most important thing. But the third time I prayed for witchcraft to not work against me, and it didn't. But I jerked off so much that I thought, like, you know what, one more time won't hurt. And then I got a prophetic word not to jerk off, and I was like, maybe the next time I'll stop doing it. And then there I go, I was wrong. It made me even smaller again, but now it's permanently. But I hope for everyone that's going through that can actually learn not to jerk off, and not to go by your own understanding, saying that you might do it any other day, or something that you're gonna do anyway. No, don't do it. Please don't do it. But man, I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot. Huh? Man, but yeah, that's about it. I'll talk to you guys another time. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.